Sandy, are you there? Pick up, would you? Are you still holed up in your room playing games on your computer? You do know that you're a housewife. You have responsibilities. You know, like cooking and cleaning. I won't stand for this loafing off all the time. Is this you, Mother? I'm not at home right now. I had to go out for a while. Huh? You're out? Where? Hey, wait a sec. Don't tell me you use that spare key to get into her house. How many times have I said we need our privacy? You can't just go in and out of her house whenever you like. I thought Mark took that away from you. How'd you get it back, or did you make another spare somehow? Yes, just in case. I had another one made. What's wrong with that? Are you serious? Anyway, what are you doing going out on a weekday? You should be at home cleaning or cooking tonight's dinner for Mark. Don't tell me you're having an affair. I will not stand for it. Are you for real, Mother? Are you really asking me that? I really can't be doing this. I'm in the middle of the crosswalk texting this. Where the hell are you? I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for this. Gotta go. Oh, and please don't go into my office space. I have important work stuff there. I put a lock on the door just in case, so... You what? Put a lock on your door? Gotta go, sorry. Sandy, are you there? Do you have a minute? Hi, Mother. Nice evening, huh? Can I help you with something? I'm going to get right to the point. I want you to live with me under one roof from this day forward. Seriously? Where did this idea come from all of a sudden? There was no use trying to hide it. The doctor gave you a life expectancy, am I right? Huh? Life expectancy? Like I got a year or two to live? Is that what you're saying? Yes, not in years though. I hear it's like 3 months. You have 3 months to live. Knowing that you married Mark, how could you? I can't believe you kept it secret. You married Mark and joined our family knowing full well that you didn't have long to live. Excuse me, but where the hell did you hear that? 3 months, are you for real? You did go to the hospital yesterday. Don't lie to me. I had you checked out. Yes. A friend of mine was in the hospital for an injury, so I visited and... I said don't lie to me. To be truthful, I want you to divorce Mark right away, but getting rid of a daughter-in-law who has 3 months to live... Well, it wouldn't look very in the public's eye. But the fact is you conned Mark into marrying you. That's an unforgivable crime. As punishment for misleading us, I want you to use the rest of your life, the 3 months you have left to work for me, to do everything I say. You got that? We will live under one roof from this day forward. Don't you even think of checking into the hospital. I really can't make that decision right away. No, you must make up your mind right this minute. Hey, Mark, you still working? Can I talk to you for a second?
Hey, Sandy, what's up?
I just got a text message from your mom. Is she off her rocker? She's saying some weird stuff.
What did she say this time?
Well, this is gonna sound strange, but please bear with me. Apparently, I have a life expectancy of 3 months. I have 3 months to live, it seems. So, during these 3 months, she wants me to live with her and work as her slave until I die.
She really must be off her rocker. You got that physical in the last month, right? The results said you were super healthy. Not a thing wrong with you. And you have 3 months to live? Who the hell told her that?
Yeah, weird, huh?
Wait a sec. Could it be about that?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe she came to the house without permission and happened to eavesdrop on me while I was working. She's always sneaking in and out of our house.
I see.
So, what do we do about it?
Yeah, well, we got everything prepared and ready to go, so what do you say? Is the mission a go?
Roger that. Sandy, what's taking so long? I haven't received your answer yet. What are you going to do? How much longer are you going to make me wait? Sorry, didn't mean to keep you waiting for so long. I just got a call from a friend, couldn't pick up. And so, what are you going to do? Are you ready to live together? Okay, as you requested, I won't check into the hospital. Now that's the answer I wanted to hear. Get ready for Mother's boot camp. But I need a little time to get things packed up. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you want me to move into your place with just the clothes on my back, do you? I need to pack my belongings, my apron, white gloves for checking for dust. You know, cleaning stuff. Do you just want me to dress in one set of clothes? Well, of course, you'll need a change. Right? So I need at least 3 days to get everything ready. Are you okay with that? I will get all my stuff ready during this time, so please be patient. And another thing, the house will probably be really dusty while I'm getting prepared, and we all know you have a severe allergy when it comes to dust, so I urge you not to come to the house during this time, for your own good. You're right about that. Your place is dusty as it is, so... Yes, well, 3 days and I'm expecting you. Sandy, are you there? It's been 3 days. I take it you're all done packing and ready to come over. It's almost evening. Grab your luggage and get over here right away. I need you to prepare dinner. I also have a list of chores I want you to do starting tomorrow morning. This place will look like new in 3 months' time. Lots of trash lying around, too. The bathroom and toilet need cleaning, too. Oh, yeah, and fridge is packed with expired food. I need you to clean that all out and refill it. Like I said, dinner tonight. It's almost 5 p.m. Just get over here, would you? There's 3 days of dishes piled up in the kitchen sink, so you don't have much time before dinner time. I would hurry if I was you. You can run down to the grocery store before they close and pick up all the stuff you need. I would appreciate if you would foot the bill, too. I mean, you're not going to need the money in a few months anyway. I really want to eat some steak tonight, the best they have. A bottle of red wine to go with that steak would be fantastic. I'll leave it up to you to pick out a bottle. Not the cheap chili wine, but a nice bottle of French Bordeaux. Oh, hello, Mother. As for Mark and I, we just arrived at our new home about an hour ago. Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, just got in. Of course, all our luggage is still on the way, of course. I'm really busy with work now, so we just brought the bare essentials. Right now, I'm hammering away at my computer. Gotta get this project done over the weekend. As for tonight's dinner, we're thinking of ordering out some Vietnamese food. There was a nice one down the street. Actually, red wine goes good with ethnic foods. Huh? What the hell are you blabbering about? I don't see any sign of your luggage arriving. You're nowhere in sight. Have you lost your mind? Maybe the doctor screwed up. Your life expectancy was short-lived? Excuse the pun. That must be it. You're losing it sooner than expected. Sandy, answer me! Mother, what's the matter? Where in God's sake are you? I was getting impatient and went over to the house to bring you to my place myself. The next-door neighbor came out and said you and Mark had already moved out. Like I said earlier, we arrived at our new place at a little after 2 p.m. What are you talking about? We made a deal. You said you wouldn't check into the hospital and that you would give yourself up to me until your time is up. Hold on a second. I never said I would give myself up to you, as you so eloquently put it. Yeah, I said I wouldn't check into the hospital, but I never said I would be your slave. And about us moving, well, we had this plan way back. Besides, I'm perfectly healthy. I just got a medical checkup last month and I passed with flying colors. No need for me to check into a hospital. Huh? What's going on here? What are you saying? What about the life expectancy? The fact that you have 3 months to live? Mother, you enter our home without permission and eavesdrop on our conversation, am I right? That's probably when you heard about the 3-month life expectancy fantasy. Fantasy? No, I heard it loud and clear. That you only had 3 months to live. Clear as day. I heard it. It was some conversation that you were having online. The voice was through speaker, as I recall. What you heard was dialogue from a script. A script? What are you talking about? This involves my work, so I really can't talk in detail about it, but you do know that Mark is a scriptwriter, and also that he rents out a small office downtown. Well, more like small apartment hotel, where he can concentrate on his work. Yes, of course I know that. He says he can't concentrate on his work while at home. Too many distractions. He's always been that way. Even when he was living at home, he used to rent out a weekly apartment when he wanted to get work done. Yes, and that hasn't changed after we got married. As for me, I put aside a room in our home as my workroom. You knew we worked this way, but you would always sneak into our place without permission. Always making sure Mark wasn't there, and interrupting my work. Huh? Are you still insisting that you're some sort of businesswoman? You're just a housewife. Can't you get that through your head? You're a housewife just locking yourself up in your little playroom like some high school geek. Mother, are you still saying such things? You've been saying the same old thing ever since we got married. But it's true, isn't it? Your son is a scriptwriter and has been working this way for years. Suddenly, I come into your life and you can't seem to accept the way we live. You should open your eyes and face the facts. What are you talking about? Mark says he'll explain the rest. So, that's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Mom, are you there? So, you heard what Sandy had to say, right?
Mark, where are you? Your neighbor said you moved out. What's going on? I learned that Sandy only had 3 months to live, but now I find out she's actually healthy as an ox. What's going on? But I was sure I heard Sandy speaking with somebody in her room, and I definitely heard that she had 3 months left to live.
Like Sandy said earlier, that was a dialogue from a script. I wrote it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The script I'm currently writing involves a woman who only has 3 months left to live. It's a tragic love story. Well, I wrote the script and dialogue, and then the voice actors take over and read the script. And then we edit and synchronize that on the PC. Sandy handles all of the editing work.
Oh, okay. Not sure how all that works, to be honest.
Well, simply put, Sandy is our script editor. She edits the actual voice recordings and synchronizes that to the images. You probably heard the edited dialogue that Sandy was working on. The part where the doctor tells the main character that she only has 3 months to live. The timing of your eavesdropping was spot on. You probably thought someone was talking to Sandy and telling her the bad news.
I can't believe this. So that was all an act. They were actors' voices.
Yep. So, Mom, we have to live our own lives. We can't have you disrupting our daily lives. So, I'm sorry to say this, but we no longer want any contact with you.
Huh? No contact? What do you mean? You're cutting me off? I'm your mother, for God's sake.
Well, actually, I always wanted to say something. You've always been super nosy about everything I did. That's why I had to work outside the home. Even in school, I always did my homework at the library or at the park. You do remember that, right?
Well, you said you couldn't concentrate at home. You need to work where it was quiet.
Right. It was because of you. You would always interrupt and nag on me all day. That's why I couldn't concentrate.
Huh? Me? You couldn't concentrate because of me?
Yes. You would always come into my room and complain about this or that. It drove me batshit. And when I was writing my scripts, I needed to concentrate completely on my work. With you nagging me constantly, it was impossible. Well, because I couldn't concentrate, it eventually affected my work. So what I did was rent out a small apartment hotel and use it as my office. A place where I would have zero interruptions. Nobody breathing down my neck. I eventually got used to this style of working and continue this way even after getting married to Sandy. Sandy is a film editor by trade. I met her on a project we worked on together. She never had a problem with her folks interrupting her work, so she continued her style of working after we married, but as it turned out, Sandy started getting hounded.
But I thought she was just a housewife, not a film person.
Actually, I told you all about her and her current job, but I guess you didn't bother to hear any of it.
I thought she quit after you guys got married.
I told you 100 times that we would continue working together as a team after we got married. This is a clear-cut case of abuse.
Huh? I was only trying to.
I am at the end of my rope. Mom, you harping on about this or that has really affected our work. We had to do something drastic to put an end to it. We just could not go on like this any longer. So please, we want you out of our lives.
Mark, you can't be serious. I'm your mother. What am I gonna do? Will I survive without you? You do realize that your father and I divorced years ago. I'm all alone. Are you going to abandon me to live in that big old house all alone?
Well, if you're willing to enter a senior citizen's home, I could help you with the process, if you want.
Senior citizens.
You could also think about returning to your folks' place back in Montana. That might be the best. Nice and quiet there. You can still work. You have some options. If you don't appreciate mine, well, work it out yourself. We really don't have the time and energy for this. I'm really sorry.
That's all easy for you to say. I haven't worked in years, and besides, what would I even do?
You want to contact me? Please go through Uncle Jim or Aunt Nellie, back in Montana. Don't cry and contact us directly. I think of this as permanent. I don't intend to see you ever again.
No, please, Mark, you can't do this.
Goodbye, Mom.
At first, we intended to just move far away, but I think something snapped inside Mark when he heard that his mother truly believed that he had only 3 months left to live. His mother actually seemed to revel in it, and that she was going to use me as a slave for the 3 months I had left of my life. Such a callous attitude. That was probably it. We had leased our current house some time back, and we're just looking for the right opportunity to put our plans into motion. And his mom gave us that. It was the right decision to move far from her, and to keep her address a secret. As for my mother-in-law, she was in shock for a couple of weeks, but I heard that Mark's uncle convinced her to return to her parents' home in Montana. But it seemed she started nagging her other relatives, mainly her nephew's new bride. Which again got her kicked out of the family. Last I heard, she's still living in Montana, but in another town far from her parents' place. Apparently, it's a tiny beat-up apartment.
Hello, this is Jenny Wilson, right?
Huh? Who is... You're Caroline Henderson, right?
I didn't think I would land in the same section as you. I mean, what are the chances? We applied for the company at the same time and had our interview on the same day. Is this the fate of the gods? What's God thinking?
Right, but what do you mean by that? We started our positions at the company just yesterday. I think that was the first time we met face to face.
You probably didn't know this, but your husband? He's my ex.
Excuse me?
Yeah, noticed the name and checked you out, and what do you know? You're married to my former husband. LOL. What are the chances? Don't you agree?
Well, he did tell me he was married once, but I didn't pursue it. I see.
Yeah. Can you believe it? LOL.
Well, no use worrying about it now. The past is the past.
Pardon me?
I'm saying it shouldn't hinder our jobs. It's a private matter. So, private and work are separate. Let's keep it that way going forward. Look forward to working together.
That's all you have to say?
Is there anything else?
Well, not really.
Okay, so that's it then. I'm in the middle of preparing dinner, so I better get going. Hey Ken, you okay to talk?
Oh, hey Jenny. I just hopped on the bus. Should be home in about 30 minutes.
That's great.
What's up? You want me to pick something up on the way?
No, got everything. I just wanted to tell you something important. Couldn't wait.
Oh yeah? What's up?
You know that company I started working for yesterday? Well, your ex-wife works there too.
Wait, what? You mean Caroline? She works there?
Yeah, she recognized my name and checked me out. I just got a line message from her.
You exchanged line IDs with her?
Yeah, I know. But we entered the company on the same day. I thought it wouldn't hurt. A coworker, after all. Until she told me. I had no idea she was your ex-wife.
Are you gonna be okay with this? I mean, working with my ex-wife and in the same section?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. But it's only the second day of work, and besides, you guys got divorced, like, 3 years ago, right? So, maybe we should just see how it goes. Maybe it'll all work out.
Well, if you say so, Jenny. But don't go out of your way or anything. If you run into trouble, you make sure you tell me. Got that?
Yeah, right. Thanks, Ken.
Oh, I'm almost gonna stop. Sure I don't want to pick someone up at the grocery store?
No, I'm good. See you later.
Hey, Jenny. I'm a bit busy. Could you take over this assignment I'm working on? I would really appreciate it.
Are you serious? Again?
What do you mean again? You look like you're not doing anything important, so I figured I'd give you some meaningful work. You should thank me. But I keep asking and you won't do it.
It's not my job to assign work to the staff. That's our manager's job. Besides, we're still in the temporary training phase. The work we do now will be considered, and then they'll decide whether to hire us full-time, and it'll be a factor in determining what position we'll be assigned to down the road. If you don't do the job you're assigned, there just is no purpose in doing it. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, come on, Jenny. You're such a straight arrow. LOL. I can't believe you married Ken. Boy, his taste in women has really changed. I thought he went for beautiful, outgoing women, like me.
My husband has nothing to do with any of this. Anyway, I better get going.
What? Are you serious? What about my assignment?
I finished my assignment on time, so I'm going home. That's how it works.
What, really? I have a date tonight.
I have a date, too. I'm set to meet my husband for dinner later tonight. Better get going.
I really can't believe you, Jenny. I can tell right away that you're BSing me. Ugh, forget it. I'll just ask Mindy. She'll do it for me. She has respect for her seniors. LOL.
Hey, Jenny, you back home? Sorry, I'm gonna be pretty late tonight.
Huh? Really? Why?
I just talked to my boss a while ago, and it seems he wants me to go on a business trip overseas. Starting the week after next for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah? Didn't think you'd be going on business trips anytime soon, especially overseas.
Yeah, well, I've been helping out with this overseas project for some time now, and before I knew it, I was neck deep in it. They want me there as sort of a technical advisor.
Oh, I see.
So my coworker, who's been overseas numerous times, is going to advise me on what I have to take and what documents I have to prepare. So I'm gonna be pretty late. Go ahead and have dinner without me.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Hey Jenny, you back home? Sorry, I'm gonna be pretty late tonight.
Huh? Really? Why?
I just talked to my boss a while ago, and it seems he wants me to go on a business trip overseas. Starting the week after next for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah? Didn't think you'd be going on business trips anytime soon, especially overseas.
Yeah, well, I've been helping out with this overseas project for some time now, and before I knew it, I was neck deep in it. They want me there as sort of a technical advisor.
Oh, I see.
So my coworker, who's been overseas numerous times, is going to advise me on what I have to take and what documents I have to prepare. So I'm gonna be pretty late. Go ahead and have dinner without me.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Hello, Jenny. Been a few days. This is Carolyn, the one on a wonderful holiday overseas. Remember me? LOL.
You really have nerve, Caroline. It's been 3 days. At this rate, you're going to get fired. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, whatever. I really don't care.
Excuse me?
I was going to quit anyway. No need for a newlywed to work anymore. LOL.
Pardon me? Does that mean you're going to marry your current boyfriend?
Yeah, sort of. I guess it's the right time to tell you who my boyfriend is.
I'm really not interested.
Just hear me out. You'll be interested after I tell you. You can bet on it. Okay, get ready. I got back together with my ex, your husband. Now your ex, and now my soon-to-be husband. LOL.
Wait, what?
After we split up, I found out that he went on to make over $200,000 a year. I was just thinking about how I could get back together with him. That's when I happened to start working in the same company and same section as you.
I see.
And after he splits with you, he'll have no problem paying you off considering how much he makes. So I figured it would be fun to steal him away from you. One day after work, I followed him and acted like I ran into him by accident. I then asked if he'd like to go to a motel for a quickie, and he jumped at the chance. I mean, who could resist, right? LOL. Hey, Jenny, can I ask you something? How does it feel to lose your husband to his ex-wife? LOL.
I'm curious, where are you vacationing?
Hawaii. We're over here on Maui at the moment. When we first got married, this is where we came on our honeymoon.
Your honeymoon was in Hawaii?
That's right. Bet you're green with envy right now. I heard you guys went on your honeymoon to a local resort. Is that true?
A local resort?
That place is like a 2-hour drive from your place. Not much of a honeymoon, LOL. Well, that's the story. He's back with me. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Who wouldn't want a husband that makes a 6-figure annual salary?
Yeah, well, just so you know, you've taken time off from the company without proper permission. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Yeah, whatever. LOL. Oh, and he said he left the divorce papers with you, so would you mind submitting them? If you don't mind. LOL. We plan to submit the proper marriage papers when we get back from Hawaii. See you later! LOL.
Hey, Ken, you free to talk? It's about your ex-wife. Seems like things are getting a bit out of hand. She just sent me a line message.
Oh, please, what now?
I'll send you what she wrote.
Okay. What the hell is this? She seems to have got everything wrong. On top of that, she likes making things up.
Yeah, so what should we do?
Well, for one, she needs to get her facts straight. We have to explain to her how much trouble she's causing us with her misconceptions. I'll contact some of my relatives, and I'll contact my folks about all this. I hate to have you do this, but when she calls again, would you mind explaining all this to her? That's all her misunderstanding? I really don't want to dump this all on you, but as you know, I'm currently on a business trip, so... And besides, you're the only one who knows how to get in touch with her.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm okay with it.
Sorry to put you through all this.
Hey, Jenny, thanks for the divorce. I'm surprised you didn't put up a fight, lol. As soon as I landed at the airport and switched on my phone, I got a message from him that the divorce went through without a hitch. So I immediately submitted the marriage papers. You know what that means, lol.
Already?
Strike while the iron is hot. Isn't that what they say? Now I'm the happy wife of a husband with a 6-figure income. A dream come true.
Not sure how I should say this, so I'll say it straight. He's not my husband.
Excuse me?
For one, I haven't been on my honeymoon yet, and Ken said he divorced you even before he went on a honeymoon with you.
Wait, what? You didn't go on a honeymoon?
This person you got back with is Dan, right?
Yeah, so?
My husband is Ken. Dan is Ken's older brother.
Excuse me? Wait, what did you say?
My husband is your ex. Ken, that is.
Huh? Wait, what?
I heard this whole affair from Ken some time ago, but when you married Ken, you almost immediately had an affair with his brother, Dan. To make a long story short, you divorced Ken and married Dan, but you didn't get along with his folks and broke up 3 months later. I'm right so far?
Yeah, well, but you know, as long as he makes $200,000 a year, I really don't care if it's Dan or Ken. Makes no difference to me.
Yeah, I was getting to the annual income part. According to Dan's ex-wife, who he just divorced yesterday, he's the one that had a thing or two about his income. She apparently married Dan without having any knowledge of the affair and 3 months' marriage with you. She even moved in with his folks, who really abused her. On top of that, she learned that she was trying to get back together with his ex-wife, meaning you, of course. As luck would have it, she saw those divorce papers on the kitchen table and immediately submitted them. She then went to her lawyer to get advice.
Wait a second, her lawyer?
Apparently, she's getting advice on how she can get financial settlement going.
Financial settlement? How much? Hold it 1 second, would you? How about Dan's income? How much is he making really?
I heard it's 0.
0? You're not serious!
Apparently, he was living off his folks all these years. They always spoiled him. That's why we keep our distance from them. Haven't talked to them in years, to be honest. Actually, it was his wife that was making $200,000 a year. He was just living off her. What's that word? Gigolo?
Gigolo? You're not serious. You didn't tell me earlier.
Well, for one thing, I have no obligation to tell you.
Excuse me?
Maybe you didn't know, but as I said, we haven't talked to Ken's folks for a long time. Ken cut ties with them years ago. And I'm Ken's wife, which means I have no responsibility to you, so why would I even think about helping you?
What the hell is going on here? I was supposed to have married a guy with a 6-figure income, for God's sake! But now I find out his income is 0? Are you kidding me?
It is what it is. So, now that you understand what's going on, I just wanted to clear things up. That's why I contacted you. I'm busy, so I better get going.
Wait, you can't leave me hanging. Help me out here, Jenny. I mean, we are co-workers, right? Give me some help here.
Coworkers? No. I believe you've already been fired. I'd give them a call to verify it.
Fired? Are you serious?
I did warn you about this. You do remember? I mean, you just joined the company. You were still on temporary status. I don't believe them for firing you.
I thought you told them I was on vacation. I told you to tell them.
What would that do? It wouldn't make it official. All right then. That's all I have to say. Goodbye, Caroline. Caroline apparently just finished paying off her own debts when she concocted this scheme of marrying her ex. She thought she had made it after years of paying off her debt, but with Dan's ex-wife demanding compensation, she's currently back where she started, heavily in debt. She got fired from her new position and was forced to take a part-time job at a local restaurant. Apparently, Dan had additional debts to pay, even before he was burdened with this extra demand. They had no other choice but to move in with his folks again and live off their good graces. Caroline demanded a divorce, but Dan would not have it. She's now stuck with abusive in-laws and a debt-ridden husband that will not work and refuses to give her a divorce.